So, dear friends, it's my great pleasure to welcome our Honorable Executive Chairman here for the inauguration function of the ERP implementation for our Pravara Rural Education Society. On behalf of Padmashri Vithalrao Patil College, I welcome him. Also, I welcome all the dignitaries and principals and coordinators of this ERP from various institutes of our Pravara Rural Education Society. So,
thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. I would like to request Dr. Vikhe Patil, sir, to felicitate Mr. Ajay Vaidya, sir, as a sign of love and friendliness. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Now I would like to request Mr. Ajay Vaidya, sir, to give an introductory presentation of ERP implementation.
respected sir and madams. I have great pleasure to welcome you all on this auspicious occasion of ERP launching at Pravara Education Society, which covers up the entire administration, just as academic, finance, inventory, and all the areas associated with the college administration. This is the most important occasion for us and for you, wherein the most important aspect of the teaching faculty shall be put forward in a more systematic and in a comprehensive manner. So, hence, therefore, on this occasion, heartily welcome to Honorable Executive Chairman, Dr. Sri Ashok G. Vikhe Patil, sir, Honorable Board of Members and Trustees, Honorable Finance Controller, Mr. Prakash Joshi, sir, Honorable Principal Officers, and other dignitaries, those who are present on this occasion. Before we start with the presentation, I would like to introduce about my organization in a nutshell to save you valuable time. My organization is captioned as Virtual Computer Consultancy Services Private Limited, and this organization is based at Nagpur. And myself, Ajay Vidya, running this organization in the capacity of the director. In today's presentation, I am going to give you the overview of the complete ERP cast. And I am accompanied by one of my colleagues, Mr. Surukar, who is going to present the bottlenecks in ERP implementation, followed by the implementation methodology by Mr. Vikas, and then thereafter Mr. Mahesh Parameswar. Lastly, I am speaking for my company. The company is based at Nagpur, having its own development center with all the advanced amenities. We started in the 1998 with a small software development company. Then matured up to a private-based company. And in the US, we developed a private-based limited company. Now presently we are serving more than 450 plus clients in Maharashtra and all over India, basically. Virtual is working presently in the various bits, just like as in the software development, wide area networking, managed hosting, VP operation, and training. Amongst them, the software development is the core area in which the Virtual is presently working. Virtual has got near about 4 products in its basket. The first product that is related to the financial institutes. It's nothing but it's a core banking solution for the cooperative banks and cooperative societies. Presently, Virtual softwares. Presently, Virtual has got a product which is named as a sphere. It's managing the transactions of the banking in near about 225 installations. The second product which the Virtual got is related with the hospital automation. Third product is got related with the retail chain. And fourth product we got it's related with the educational institute, for which all of we are here to discuss the things in a detailed and unique manner. In 2005, the idea came to in mind, why not develop a software for the educational sector? The reason behind the idea was that the education sector was growing very fast in Maharashtra and in fact all over in India. We in Virtual had realized that the lots of educational societies were growing with unimaginable magnitude. Same time we came across few personalities who were in the sector. What we realized from the interaction with those luminaries, that the expectations for improved service has started increasing and higher education leaders have started thinking more creatively about how their people, processes and technology can work together more efficiently. Also, we found that the available ERPs were neither comprehensive and not complete in nature. Most of the ERPs in the market were either institute specific or they were not suiting the requirements of the institutes. The reason we found is that there is a huge difference between the working of all the institutes and to cater the requirement of all was not easy by using a simple ERP. Keeping in mind all these factors in our mind and bringing them all in the proper proportions, we have developed an ERP which is known as the market as a CAS. It's nothing but it's a college administration system. We developed this product based on the 5 parameters basically. The first this product has got clearly the 5 specialties. The first specialty of the product is that it's a parameter based. When we develop this product, we have kept in mind that we are not developing this product made for any specific industry, just like a specific institute, just like for engineering, polytechnic, arts, commerce, or science, something like that. It's at all totally a generalized kind of a product can be implemented in any kind of a institution. by simply defining its policy parameters or variables. This product will filter in such a fashion that this product has been customized as per your requirement. What helps the organization basically? Suppose if any changes in academic or infrastructure occurs in the organization, no need to contact the software vendor in that case, or the college administration is himself in a position to manage those kind of changes at his home basically. The second most important factor on which the product is designed, it's a totally integrated. What we see previously in the market, there were a number of products, those are available in the market. Just as like the fee management system, student management system, library management system. But the problem is those systems were that those systems were not talking with each other or not were communicating with each other. So what to come up with a very unique kind of a solution basically. In WordPress basket, in WordPress college administration system, there are near about 32 products, 32 models. All those models are tightly integrated with each other. Once the students get admitted to a student admission model or a self-registration system, all the details of the student are made available across the complete channel wherever those details are required, and up to extent those details are required basically. Third specialty of the product is that it's a webinar. This product can be launched on the intranet as well as on the internet also. If we launch it on the intranet basically, and if we got a 500 campus in our campus, we are in a position to basically access any kind of information from any point in the. And if you launch it on the internet basically, a person sitting it across anywhere in the globe basically is in a position to access the information up to the facility that has been provided to that page. Next specialty of the product is the general purpose report designer. It's nothing but it's dynamic kind of a reporting facility that has been provided in the product basically. Presently in the WordPress college administration system, there are near about 4,500 predefined reports. But what happens many times, you get a letter from the director of technical education, from the university, or from the concerned authority. They ask you the information in a specific format. Okay, that information is available with you, but not in exactly in a specific format that is asked by the concerned authority. Here's the WordPress college administration model, the dynamic report designing or general purpose report designing comes into the picture. Will help this college administrator in such a way that administrator is in a position to design any kind of reports. See, basically we are capturing the information of the student or employee or all other those on a number of variables. So here what the facility that we have provided in the system, the college administrator is in a position to select those fields, not only to select is in a position to select those fields, but he is in a position to apply the condition or filter type of condition on those fields basically, and can design the million of reports and meaning at any point of a time. Next, one of the most specialized features which is available with the WordPress is that it's a multi-college system. Recently, there are a number of softwares vendors in the market, but nobody is having such a kind of a capability. Here, if you got basically 10 institutes, 20 institutes, you will have to get the software installed at every institute. Means you will be required a different kind of a software at every institute, hardware setup at every institute. WordPress addresses this problem in such a fashion. You can have basically a single installation, just like as a core banking solution. We come up with the multi-college system. By having a one setup, you are in a position to manage all your colleges under one umbrella, and you will be getting all the consolidated reports. Talking about if you talk about the academic reports or financial reports, inventory reports, all of those are available at a consolidated format at the HO level. So there is no need to basically to do any kind of consolidation at the HO level. There are a number of models which we have presently available in the product. Among them, the first model that is available with us is the organization information management system. What I told earlier that this product is totally completely parameter based. All the parameters, variables, what we are defining those all those in this model. Wherever we install this product, what we do basically, we are implementing only the skeleton of the product. After defining this, all these global parameters, the product comes to know where this product is installed, whether it's engineering college, polytechnic college, arts, commerce, or science college. Basically. This is simply a one-time job. If any kind of academic structure changes or infrastructure changes happens in the college, then it needs to be updated. Otherwise, there is no need to carry out any kind of updation in this model. Student is the main pillar of any academic institute, basically. The once our students get admitted into the institute, the system allocates in a one unique ID. We call it as a student accession number, SAN number, or somebody says it's the student ID, student code, PIN, personal identification number. Depends on the terminology utilized by the respective colleges. So right from his admission up to his placement or leaving the college, all the details related with the student, such as we talk about the academic, related with the fees, related with the hostel, related with the store, and sports and all other activities basically are maintained by the system under that unique ID. Suppose if the student is studying in a third year, if you simply enter the student ID, all those details will be made available to you at the fingertips. There are a number of fields basically that we are utilizing for capturing the information of the student. Yes. Just like us, candidate type, admitted to subject type, qualifying exam, eligibility number, university pre-enrollment number, personal details, date of birth, religion, caste, category, something like that, other personal details, address details, qualification details, qualifying exams. Suppose if the college is related to the engineering college, then information of the degree, scholarship details, basically. Scholarship details, fee details, document details. Document those has been submitted by the student at the time of the admission. Identification details, just like its photograph, impression, and the signature. Employment details, suppose if the student is from a postgraduate or doing a doctorate PhD, something like that. So those details can also be maintained by the system. See, here we have provided basically two facilities for updating the details of the student. One facility is something like that. This is available with the student section, and another facility that is available with the student himself, basically. Means what it is basically a self-registration facility where we have made available a portal to the student. We himself update all the details related to his personal qualification or other details. Once those details are entered, one has to basically approve those details, one has to authenticate those details. Only after that, those details will be updated into the system. Next facility feature that has been made available in the system, that another model we got is a fee management system. It's a very unique kind of a product, basically. It's a very unique kind of a model. See, basically we got the different fee structures in the college. So we got a facility in our system to define those fee structures in the system. Not only the fee structures, basically, but there is a facility available at each condition and criteria. Those fee structures can be made applicable to the student. So when the student gets admitted into the institute, the system itself searches basically which fee criteria will be applicable, which system itself made applicable a fee criteria to this student. So there is no need for us to basically to tell the system, to tell the system this 45,000 fees or 60,000 fees is applicable to the student. Once the fee structure is made applicable to the student and the student approaches at the fee counter basically, So whatever the fee structure that is applicable to the students will automatically appear on the screen. So he has to tell at the counter his name or the ID that is allocated to the student basically. That's all. So what we are the system is showing is the fee type, fee subtype, receivable, received, refund amount, concession, balance, and the current amount basically. So all those things are predefined in the system. No need for the basically the person who is sitting at the key counter needs to enter all those details basically. And another fascinating feature of the system is that basically this system is connected with all other models. Suppose take just one example basically. If the students returns a book in the library that to 5 days late basically, and suppose 5 rupees is the late fine basically, but 25 rupees late fines can get generated at the library section, and the library model will itself inform to the fee section basically, or will generate a 25 rupees receivable and will post it to the fee receivable register. So whenever the student approaches at the fee counter, no need for him to tell basically that I have to pay a 25 rupees, 100 rupees, or fees related with the postal section or something like that. Whatever the amount that has to be collected from the student will appear automatically on the screen itself. So if the college management wants to know what is the status of the fees, basically, what about the status of the fee? So what the system is showing you presently, that 22 crore is present in the receivable position. Then out of 22 crore is the receivable position. Then 22 crore that is the receivable position from a student, from government is a 15 crore. And what the receipt that has been received up till now is a 22 crores from the students, from government is a 4 crores. This one what has been offered up till now. And what about the balance fees basically? Balance fees is nothing but is a 39 lakhs 93,292 from student and from government. We get to receive 11 crores 63,000, 36,000 and 950 basically. Well, out of it gives the total breakup from the student as well as from the government also. This one government is related with the scholarships basically. So this is a single point report available at any point of time. If you want to basically generate such a kind of reports manually, it takes hours altogether. What it shows basically the last rating specific that has been updated at the moment basically gets automatically reflected in this. If you want the breakup in this type files, basically it's showing academic fees and non-academic fees, the subject.
Mr. I'd like to ask you one question. This is a summary we obtained of the fee structure. Suppose we need to know the defaulters of a particular institution. Can we come to that immediately?
Yeah. I'm going to show those reports also basically. So now what we show you basically, previously what we showed, say basically the breakup of academic fees and non-academic fees. This is breakup of academic fees basically, a structured fee. What about the tuition fee? That has to be issued from the students' fee. So 99,000. And we say, and all that breakup is available here itself basically. Sure. Student breakup. It's a breakup that is available to student wise basically. We are positioned to make those details at any point of time. If you specify the defaulter level between 70 to 100%, 70 to 100%, 30 to 60%, something like that, you are in position to get those kind of reports at any point of time. Basically. That depends on the student. There are four users, those who can access the web-enabled facilities of this product. One is a student, another is a parent, and third one is the faculty or the employees of the college administration, college. And second one and fourth one is the management basically. One has to enter basically student ID and password. After entering those details, system will automatically show to the student all the pending jobs related to the student. Basically, if the fee is due, if the book he has to return basically in a library, or third one basically if any assignment that the faculty has uploaded for him basically. Coming down to the first one, personal details basically. Student is in position to update his details at any point of time. With this newest type of facility that we have provided in the product basically, if mobile number gets changed basically, address gets changed basically. So no need for him basically to approach to the student section. He is himself in position to basically update those details to. But only thing is that details will not get updated directly to the main data tables. We get updated into the employee table. One has college authority has to approve or authenticate those details. Only after that, those details will get updated into the regular tables. Another details, if you want to know the details related to the fee, no need for him to approach to the fee counter or something like that. He is in position to get those details at any point of time. Next thing, second thing is related to the library. He wants to search some books basically, whether that book is available or not. Suppose related with the library, wants to search a book basically, is in position to basically search his function. Residents also. You can suggest to the librarian basically that you can do a new requirement, suggest to the librarian, can do the resolution of any kind of academic calendar, is in position to do the academic calendar, about what would be that basically is in position to see all the notices. Not only that, he is in position to see his academic timetable also. Extra timetable, subjects, syllabus, lectures, achievers, distribute calendar and attendance. What we do normally generally in a college, basically, we put the attendance, or monthly attendance, quarterly attendance on the notice board. But here the student is in position to view the attendance at any point of time. Not only the student, his parents are also in position to view the attendance of their wards at any point of time. Basically. We got another facility also, SMS and email. Basically, if you set the alerts basically on a weekly basis, monthly basis, fortnightly basis, on a daily basis. SMS will get automatically filed and will inform to the will say to the student as well as to their parents. Examination. It's sitting because we got a very unique facility here basically. We got an examination management system kind of model. Basically, it shows to the student basically where is sitting arrangement at the time of the examination. So what is showing basically for this paper, applied physical chemistry for examination section is located in building B, lower room, and on which they send bench basically. Yes. Department miscellaneous. If he has certain grievances, basically, the grievances portal is also available, concession for book plan concession, railway bus concession. He can make it online application for a hostel, basically. Same thing regarding placement, he can available online application for vehicles also. Another thing that is also available is related with the e-learning also. Normally, what the faculty does in a college, basically, they put down the assignments notices on their notice board. Basically, instead of that, they can upload their assignments directly on the web. Basically, students will get an alert through SMS or email, and students are in a position to download those assignments, and facilities available basically to upload the solved assignments for the students also. Notes, whatever the notes prepared by the faculty, if they want to share it with the students, those can be uploaded. Old projects basically. What we do normally, basically, we make the hard copies of the projects and we keep it in the library. Instead of that, we can ask the student to have a soft copy of the project, and those copies can be kept on a web also, basically. And those can be used by the student. Practical manuals, online examination, useful links. We can suggest to the students that these are the useful links available. Another one of the specialist features that is available is related to the suppose students wants a bona fide certificate. What he has to do normally, he has to go to this student section. He has to online. He has to submit an application for bona fide certificate. Instead of that, we can visit to his web portal, can submit a application for bona fide certificate. System will take that bona fide certificate application automatically to the concerned authority. Concerned authority has to work on it. He will approve that application. And once the bona fide certificate gets prepared, a student will get an SMS or email that your certificate is ready with the student section. You are going to collect the same one. Next. I'm showing you some of the consolidated reports at the HO level. See, we got one client who got a various kind of institutes, engineering, polytechnic, senior college, agriculture, basically, junior college, junior college. And what about the number of students they are having added nursery BA? They are having here about 26,884 students. Out of those, 1,600 are male students and 10,000 are female students. Basically. So these are the number of students we have presently learning in this group of institutions. So what about the number of students in engineering group? What about the number of students in a polytechnic, in a senior college, agriculture college? Everything is available. If you want to see department-wise, examination status-wise, stream-wise, admission year-wise, PCR-wise, donation country-wise, category-wise, admission category-wise, standard-wise, city pattern-wise, domestic, state-wise. Everything is available at the society level, at the college level, at the department level. These types of breakups are always available. Another model that is available with us is for basically for employees. The same concept is available here. Instead of employee joins to the organization, he or she will be allocated one unique ID. We call it as an employer ID, and all the information related to that employee will be maintained by the system under that unique ID only. Just as employer person will the employer group naturally pass category, passport number, identification card, rating mark, family details, paper presentation detail, consultancy, teaching approval, prices, selection of new body grant, financial assistance, special lectures, patent institute, detail, PhD, grant detail, something like that. Everything is available. Same facilities available to the employees also. They are in a position to update their profile at their home. Once again, those details will not get updated into the regular tables, will get updated into the temporary table. Concerned HODs, departmental HODs or concerned authorities has to approve those details. Only after that, those details will get updated into the regular tables. Another facility that is available with the faculty is that whenever a new semester starts, faculty has got a facility basically to view their references basically that they are interested in teaching so and so subject. After the allocation of the subject to the concerned faculty by their HOD or by the academic team, faculty has to prepare a lesson plan or the action plan basically. It's also an online plan basically that he has to submit as well. When he is going to talk which topic, from how many periods are needed, from date up to date, he has to specify all those things in a lesson plan. Not only that, he has to specify all the subject, the books also that he is going to refer for teaching those topics also. So after preparation of this lesson plan, it will be submitted to the concerned HOD or the academic team, and that he has to approve that basically. Faculty is in a position to basically give his own timetable also at any point of time. He's getting his own timetable basically. And from day to day activity, what he has to do basically, he has, while updating the agendas of the student, here the system shows you the list of the subjects, just as DIC, and another is a practical, the first one is a theory subject. If the faculty has taken that subject, then he has to mark the status as period taken, otherwise he could not take the subject that period because he was absent on that day, or the students were not available on that day because of the non-college work, college event or holiday, something like that. Basically. Suppose he has taken the period, then what he has to do simply, basically, he has to update mark the status of the students. Suppose out of 60, if 5 students are absent, basically, he will update the status of the students as are absent. And thereafter, he has to basically give a compliance. What topic he has taught in that period, and whether that topic has been covered or not. If he has taught that topic and if it has completed, then he will update it on the cover. So based on simply on this compliance, the system is going to generate a number of analysis reports basically. For the college management, for the principal, for the academic team, the single and report is available. For this college, there are 85 sections. Students are 4,442, faculties are 248, total syllabus topic. Total number of topics in syllabus which cover all the subjects of all the departments, 18,216. Planning up to the dates, it's a targeted total topics targeted up to the today's date are 16,919. And number of topics achieved up to the today's date 15,822. And deficiency 6.48. This 15,822 is basically coming from whenever the faculty is updating the attendance, is also marking the status whether the student is what the topic he has taught in that period basically. And final status is against action plan, it's 93%, and against the full syllabus, it is 86% that is syllabus has been completed. Next thing is that what about the number of basically periods? Those are the 52,812 regular periods and 14,000 English periods, 178 text of periods and 132 total periods, 41,870. Due to faculty absenteeism, 2,270 periods not be taken, class preparation, college event and holiday. Those two number of periods will not be taken. So if I click on simply on the college, basically the system is going to show me the same status department wise, basically. Same breakup department wise. This is the breakup of department wise. And finally, the consolidated position what the system is showing for a department is nothing but the related to the faculty, those who are working in that department. So if I click on faculties, basically. It's for individual faculties, basically. And if you click it on basically on individual faculty, so all the reports are in a drill-down format. Means from the consolidated position to URL position to view all the reports up to the macroscopic level also, up to the manual level also. So this is the status related with the faculty. So we can show basically what is the proposed plan, when the topic was taken, when the what topic was completed, this one. Everything is available. This topic is yet not completed. This is about the status of each and everything. This is employee breakup, employee KPI basically. About the number of employees who are working in the organization. There are near about this for There are near about 1,433 employees in this organization, which consists of all the teaching staff and non-teaching staff, including teaching technical, teaching non-technical, non-teaching non-technical consultants status. And that point it is 874 million employees and 529 female employees. So combination with the other statistics is also available. Speak it on the table. You made a list of employees who have completed almost 30 years of their services. 25 to 30 years, something like that. This product is also RFID and smart card which enable basically. Suppose for time being, imagine that we have issued a smart card to every student. Yes. And suppose if it comes to the meet with the principals or with the HOD, and if you got basically RFID installed, RFID reader installed at the entrance of the principal's cabin or the HOD's cabin, basically. So what the student has to do before entering to the principal's cabin, he has to show his smart card to the RFID reader. And if he says, "May I come in, sir?" basically, within a moment, basically, all the details of the student will appear on the screen. So the principal or the concerned authority will be in a position so normally complete details of the students appear on the screen related to the activities and its other activities also. Concerned authority is in position to basically to see whether today he has attended the school or not, whether he has paid the fees or not. So you get all the details from the page itself. Next. Another facility that is available to the faculties or to the employees of the college is that they are in a position to make the online view applications. No need for them to write down the application basically on a piece of paper and put it in the consent authority. While after bringing the application online, system takes the consent application to the consent authority at its own. Basically, based on the hierarchy of the hierarchy. What are the rules of the norms those has to be defined? Basically. The concerned authority has to take the decision. He will approve or will reject the application. After approving the application, the system will take automatically application to the next authority. Not only that, authorities are also in a position to view about the he is in position to get all other details also. Okay, next. Is it next?
Well, this is the result analysis section of this particular software. Actually, what happens is once the results are out of, let's say, the university examinations or the internal examinations. So basically, means what the faculty has to do is they have to update the marks of the students into this particular system. Then what happens is the system itself it generates various kind of MS reports. Now these reports are based on bar charts, bar graphs, so that basically your analysis becomes much more perfect and accurate. And as finally, it also generates the analytical report basically. So I'll show you some sample reports. Now, this is a report of a particular engineering college. So what they did is basically as it's an understood thing that all the engineering students are 12 pass out basically, or they have entered through diploma courses. So what they did is basically they bifurcated the students based on the marks they have scored in PCM, means in their higher secondary. So that's how they have segregated the students in a particular section. See these, in the x-axis, what you can see is the slabs of the PCM marks. Means it starts from 148 to 160, 160 to 180, and in each particular slabs, how many students are falling. So this is a segregation report of this particular portfolio in this section. Now next report is now out of this basically data means how many students have passed the examination and how many students have failed in this examination. It's a sample report over here. So this is a report. Basically, suppose in this particular section, where in this slab 250 to 260, there were 4 students. Out of 4, 3 have passed and 1 have failed. So this is a graph of that particular sector. And on the right hand side, you can view the analytical report. So if you click on this particular numbers, so it will show you one more detailed window with the names of the students. I mean, who were those 5 students, and out of them basically 3 have passed. So it is indicating their name in green, and those who have failed, these students, their name has been indicated in red. So if you click on their name, so it will also show the mark sheet of that student. And that too subject wise, basically what they have scored in external, what they have scored in internal, and how much mark they have obtained, and if they have got any grades or so. So each and every detail of the mark sheet is being taken care of in this particular. And similarly for the failed students, you click on the name, so it will highlight that particular subject in which they have got a back in this examination. or certain more reports are available, like subject-wise comparison, like basically for a particular course year. If you want to compare, like which subject has performed how, and that to faculty-wise, so it will also bring that type of report. So if you have selected second year computer science engineering department, so it will show this report that to subject-wise analysis. See, this is like engineering mechanics 3, means what is the overall result. Means how many students have scored 66 and above marks. So it is showing out of the total of 53 students, 25 have scored 66 and above. Then between 66 students have scored. Then between 40 to 15, 18 students have scored. And these most students have failed in this particular subject. So this is a subject-wise analysis. And on the right hand side, you can get again the analytical data that too with the faculty note. It is a report for the faculty subject-wise analysis actually. See, these are the subject names and the faculty who has been associated with this subject, and what was the performance. See again, like 4 students have failed, 18 students scored between 40 to 59, like between 66 and above, and out of 53 students, 48 have passed and 5 have failed. So the result for this particular subject and as well as for the faculty is 90.57%. So such kind of reports are available in the system. And again, like much more reports are there, like gender-wise comparison. Simply the boys versus girls reports. What is the result scored by the boys and what is the result scored by the girls. So this is the analytical as well as the graphical report for the same scenario. And again, one more report we have introduced is a city pattern wise. Basically, what we are analyzing over here is the students who are falling from rural areas and students who are falling from urban areas. So how they are performing in the examination basically. Means where actually they are falling and who are going ahead. So this is again a distinctive result of the same thing. And then again attendance wise comparison. Basically it automatically shows the students who are like having less attendance in this schedule. They are often and eventually they are getting low marks and they are failing. Then subject wise overall status. This is again a subject wise overall status bar graph report. Then it also indicates the overall toppers list. So the list of the toppers, and again if you click on the name, so it can again be drilled down to the mark sheet. And subject wise means toppers. Then all student lists, which it will display a list with a very normalized analytical report. That is of pass and fail students. It's in a decreasing format basically. Like from the highest scorer getting down to the fail students basically. Then similar reports again can be viewed at the course year level and at the center level and at the society level as well.
This is just what will be overview of the college administration system. Now, I invite now one of my colleagues to serve basically to have word with you for next only for 5 minutes for the bottlenecks in ERP implementation.
Mr. Vidya?
Yeah.
Sorry for the interruption. See, he has to attend the seminar and go somewhere. So, what we'll do is principals are all here. We'll continue with this again. In case
I have to go
Dr.
to the
Ashok
seminar.
can just talk for a minute, address them, and then we'll continue.
Now, we have decided to introduce ERP in Pravara Education Society. What we are looking at is more on the academic side. will also be talking to you on accounts side, which is a bigger issue. But as we have seen, one entry affects all entries. Student fee will not only be academics, it will also be in the library, it will also in the hostel, and it will also in the accounts. So everything that will happen in Pravara Education Society, not only in academics, not only in research, not only in accounts, stores, purchases, everything will be integrated. Now, you may not be used to working in this style because you have to make 10 entries in 10 different ledgers and registers. That will not be necessary anymore. Which means that one entry is good enough to pass 10 more entries in different ledgers. And that means you will be actually working less and producing more. That is the basic idea that productivity will increase. Today you have to pass on each and every voucher, make it into cash book, make it into ledger and then sub-ledger, and which we would like to avoid. Now there is always a fear that if everything is to be done by a computer, what will happen to the people? They will be working more, because then today you are wasting your time passing 100 entries. You will be now working with 1,000 entries. And in fact, we will be able to find out on a daily basis, every evening, what is our financial position and what is our cash flow position and what is your budgetary position. So like now when I ask every principal how much money have you spent on this year's budget, you have to calculate all over again, and it takes you the whole day or maybe 10 days. That will be very easy for the principals. And what you are saying is basically, I know it's very confusing when you see all this, but most of it is, as I said, one entry is going to the other entry, and it will be reflected in many. And all information will not be accessible to all. So every principal will have its own login, and he will or she will have access to only those reports he is authorized. So which means that one college principal will not know the information of other college, if that is your case. That is one thing. So confidentiality is total. Only management and some people in management will access to only those. Like purchase department will access only to purchase department. So that way we will be able to make it compartmentalized. But today what we are fighting with is always this budgetary control. How much money is there in the budget and how much we have spent. Every time we have to dig out with the problem. Now, this also makes it very easy because now we have half the people working in the education society have no accounting background. Basically now this doesn't require accounting background. This is only data entry. So most of the job is data entry, efficient. Now if you make a mistake, the computer will tell you that your data is wrong. Because somehow it will not accept that data because it has to be related to maybe 20 other entries. So here, this software makes it more easy for you to do a fault-free job. Because we know that students have been manipulating system by paying 6,000 and saying paying 60,000. This will not be accepted. This is one of the important steps of making our education society paperless. We will be only generating reports, those are required by law, statutory. Secondly, your job of timetable planning will be much easier. All the principals, half the headache is timetable. How many classes to allot to whom and when. This, once you put the number of lecture hours and name of the teacher, the timetable will be planned, and then you can, of course, you have the right to modify it. But I know every principal spends almost at least 1 month totally in timetable planning and lesson plans. So you have your syllabus, you have your topics, and this is what will help me and you that we are trying to now move from syllabus to topic-based learning. What has happened is that when our teachers are doing the syllabus, that has got no reference to topics. The world is changing the education system to topic-based learning. So this will allow us a lot of experiments, a lot of research, and I think I'm quite sure that many people will be able to do a lot of papers on this analysis. Secondly, it will help with the library use, because today, and third is the laboratory. Using the laboratory, we are always having a problem. How many chemicals are used, how they are used, when they are used. The timetable is here. It will actually, I'd like to request the ERP people here from WordPro to integrate it with consumption data in the laboratories, which is, we are not saying it will be 100% true, but it will help us to control our stores and purchase by collating with the experiment, and it should be themselves giving the figures, what is consumed. We should be at the end of the year find out at the end of 6 months what has been consumed by the economy. It could be 10 or 20% less or more, but that will have a control on the consumption of chemicals, which is one of the highest. I think our total consumption of chemicals in our society could be anywhere between 50 to 80 lakh rupees, or maybe a crore rupees. So even if you are able to reduce the consumption by 10 or 20 to say 10%. Of course, there are many other modules. There will be a project module, and I remember the discussion. We are also going to make it app-based for the student and for the staff. So the student can find out, his father or parents can find out from the app what has been the attendance of the student of their children, and so we will be becoming more digital. I introduced ERP in Pravara Medical Trust about 20 years ago, and it took me some time because it was developed in-house. It took me almost 3 years. Here we have got somebody who's already developed it, who's got an experience. And if I can implement it in Pravara Medical Trust in Loni, and we have worked for 20 years, I'm sure it is not a big deal for Pravara Education Society to implement it. Because we are always skeptical when anything new is introduced. की आपल्याकडे चाललंच नाही, त्याच्या केस नाही, लोक असंच करतील, लोक काहीतरी त्याच्यात खो घालतील. That is the first reaction. But that reaction now should not come because we are already using in a sister institute for the last 20 years. And they have almost the same kind of budget. And it is related not only to academics and stores, even the entire garage department of Pravara Medical Trust is computerized on the module. So even the consumption of fuel, drivers, tires, repairs and maintenance is computerized. So we have used it, we will use it, and of course ours is slightly different because what organizations here have been working, probably this is the most rural organization will be working. So you have some challenges. I have said that in Loni we don't have problems, we have challenges. If you think as a challenge, you can always overcome a challenge. If you have a problem, then it is very difficult to participate. So we have challenges, they will have challenges, and they're going to do a training for almost 6 months. They're not going to give up. And I know that initial resistance will be there because we have the habit of not maintaining records properly for whatever reason. Obviously, there is of course money, and that is going to stop. So that this will create more resources, productivity will increase, resources will increase, so we can spend more for betterment of excellence. So and please do not shy away from learning new technology, because we have to learn technology. I said, Pravara Education Society is still define technology. First they call the typist, then they dictate a letter, then the typist types a letter, then they scan the letter, and then they send a mail saying that please see attachment. That means one letter is taking still 1 day. So we would like to defy technology, but as I said, if I find an attachment, I'm going to return it because I don't have time to open your attachment. And that is what we would like to do here. We will be sending messages to the system which we are going to have in the ERP. It has got all the possibilities. In fact, we will not be sending mails now. We will be using ERP more for messages. So this is going to be quite a costly exercise. That is another thing we are not doing. The total expenditure we are going to spend in ERP is quite huge, but as I said, because of improvement of productivity, teaching quality, it's not only related to accounting or finance, it's also related to your academic quality. And it will take, I know it takes about 2 years at least for the things to roll smoothly for all the schools and colleges. In the first stage, we are going to involve only no Marathi schools will be involved because anyway that is more on a grantable basis. Of course, we'd like to get them also involved after a while because we'd like to improve the quality in those schools. And this is all going to be interrelated, integrated. And if you have any doubt, do not feel should make life miserable for Mr. Vidya. He is here. He would like to be miserable because he would like to be paid as soon as possible. So don't feel that. I always say, and I'd like to repeat, no question is stupid. Answers may be stupid, but questions are never stupid because you have a curiosity. You would like to know. So don't feel shy about asking anything which he and his team is going to post some people here. They will be stationed here, working with us on a daily basis. So any question you have, they are always available to you. But it is the cooperation of all the members. You have to start learning technology to implement this ERP. And he has given us 6 months. I think PRS can implement it within 3 months. I'm quite sure of that. Yes, that is the challenge we have, and I wish you all the best with the new ERP. And we should soon, PRS it should become a better institute. Thank you very much and best of luck.
क्या डालना है? क्या डालना है? शॉर्टकट ऐसा देखो। इसमें सेव है ना? हाँ, शॉर्टकट स्लाइड चेंज मैं आ जाता हूँ। खाली स्लाइड चेंज करना है ना? We have a cup of tea and then we can take a 5 minutes break with us. Yes.
चार आधा पाता नहीं